In the heart of an enchanted forest, where glowing mushrooms lit up the night, and whispers of ancient trees danced on the wind, lived a young, clever fox with a fiery orange coat and eyes full of wonder. His name was Felix, and he had one big trait that often got him into trouble: curiosity. Felix loved to explore. He sniffed inside hollow logs, peeked into caves, and even tried talking to the wind. He wanted to know everything. But more often than not, his curiosity led him into tangled vines, muddy puddles, or wild goose chases after forest myths. One evening, as the stars began to blink in the purple twilight, Felix sat beneath a tall silver tree and looked up. "I've explored every path and puddle," he said aloud. "But still, I don't know what's truly important in life." Just then, a soft voice echoed from above. "If it's wisdom you seek, look beyond the obvious." Felix squinted into the branches. There, perched gracefully, was a magnificent white owl with feathers like snowflakes and golden eyes that shimmered like moons. Everyone in the forest knew her as Olwen the Wise, a creature as old as the tallest trees. "You're the wise owl," Felix gasped, his tail wagging with excitement. Olwen nodded slowly. "And you are the fox who asks too many questions and waits for too few answers." Felix chuckled nervously. "I just want to learn everything. Isn't curiosity good?" "Curiosity," said Olwen, fluttering down to a low branch. "It's a spark. But without wisdom, it can burn rather than light the way." Felix blinked. "I don't understand." "Then follow me," said Olwen, and with a sweep of her wings, she glided into the shadows of the forest. Eagerly, Felix followed. They passed glowing flowers that hummed soft lullabies and trees whose trunks turned as they walked. Eventually, they reached a mysterious clearing with 3 paths. "The first path leads to shiny treasures," Olwen said. "The second offers endless sweets. The third, no one has ever come back from." Felix's eyes widened. "Which one is the best?" "Choose," said the owl, "based on what you believe is most valuable." The fox stood silently. His heart raced. The treasures sparkled like sunlight. The sweets smelled like fresh berries and honey. But the third path, dark and quiet, made his fur bristle. "I choose." He hesitated. "The third." Olwen raised an eyebrow. "Why?" "Because wisdom doesn't come from ease or sweetness," Felix said slowly. "It comes from courage, questions, and what we learn in the unknown." The owl smiled. As Felix stepped onto the third path, something magical happened. The darkness lit up with tiny floating lights, and the forest revealed its deepest truths. He saw how rivers carved valleys over years, how mushrooms spoke underground, how every creature, no matter how small, played a role in the great circle of life. And most importantly, he realized that curiosity, guided by humility and patience, becomes wisdom. When he turned around, Olwen was gone, but her voice echoed gently. "Now you understand." The Felix walked back to the forest, no longer just a curious fox, but a wiser one. From that day on, he shared his knowledge with younger animals, teaching them not just to ask, but also to listen, observe, and grow. Moral of the story: curiosity is powerful, but when guided by wisdom, it becomes a gift to the world.